welcome back. When it gets a bit too hot up here, of course, I will not be running trains, just in case the DCC chips, most of the time, are alright, but just in case they don't particularly like the heat and they blow up, because I have heard of that happening in the past. I don't run trains, and instead I go on to do other projects. So if you've been wondering why there haven't been many running videos recorded recently, that is why. But because of the heat, I can get on to doing some rewiring and moving of signals. So our first signal of the day is the 3-aspect train check one right there. Now this this is used when trains run on the reverse direction, around the loops, and it was only generally used when trains couldn't go on one of the loops. And now, since reliability has increased, since I've had this layout for a while now, and it's being built on the scenic side rather than the track, I don't really need this anymore, and I don't run trains in the reverse way. Right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it somewhere else. Now the obvious thing to do would be to move it there, but unfortunately I would particularly want a one with feathers there to mark all the platforms at the station, and I don't particularly want to fit feathers to this because this is very nice and I don't want to spoil it. Without further ado, let's get under and see if we can take the signal out. Hopefully it'll only be a few wires to cut. Let's get started. Now the first step, of course, is to disconnect it electronically. For that, you can just see all the wires coming from the signal there. We're just going to chop all of them. The wires under here aren't good. I'm in the process of tidying them up. It's a really slow process. What I'll do is when I move the signal, I'll hopefully take the wires out, fiddle them around so they're all together in a straight line, and then I'll refit them when I figure out where to put the signal in this new location. So the signal is removed quite easily, and we can really see how detailed these train tech signals are. This is my best build with train tech signals. Some of my other builds haven't been particularly great, but since this is the best build, we need to make sure we keep it tidy, and the wiring under it doesn't look particularly. So what I'll do is I'll get the soldering iron out and I'll give it a bit tidy up, and then I'll find out where to put it. The hole is drilled and the signal is in its new position, so I'll just make sure it's fully orientated and then we can start wiring up. So all the wiring has been completed and the signal has been installed. The wiring is in a temporary mode. Shortly we should see the relays attached to the Raspberry Pi turn on, and then hopefully the signal will illuminate. This is the first time on testing, and it should illuminate on the red aspect, which is at the bottom of the signal. One thing to note in particular about model railway signals and signals on trains is that they are the opposite way up to traffic lights in real life, and companies do get them the wrong way around. So we should just be waiting for the relays to turn on. They should be turning on shortly. The Raspberry Pi does look like it's booted. Oh dear. And they're not turning on. So at last we have light at the end of the tunnel. So this is the signal working on red aspect. This is a train tech 3-aspect signal. I've just finished wiring up. As I said before, I was waiting for it to turn on, but unfortunately the wiring wasn't particularly good. I mean, I had it in a temporary mode, so nothing was soldered. It's still not soldered, but I managed to just squeeze all the wires together, and it seems to be that I got everything working. I can't show you the other aspects right now because I don't have the computer up here to connect to the Raspberry Pi and control them, but you can probably see what it will look like. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. But for now, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.